Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. So today in this video we'll be discussing upon the factors which one can consider if they have to decide whether to choose an on-site opportunity or to consider a job switch in India with a good package. So last year even I was in this dilemma because my on-site was raised in last year 2021 by my previous employer. Okay, and even though I was getting offered a very good package at the on-site location, still I have preferred to do a job switch. Okay, so what factors I have considered, and it might help you to take the decision. So let's start with the video. So the first factor which I considered was the money factor. So basically even the package which is getting offered to you at on-site location, there are tax deductions in those in that particular money, right? So one should always consider that the percentage of tax getting deducted in your overall salary, the CTC which is getting offered to you. So I was getting an on-site for Canada location, and you can consider approx 29% of tax cutting, okay, onto the gross salary, and then consider your like expenditures and then the money which you'll be saving. So considering the fact that I was going just with my child and not with my spouse. It's like just me and my child because my spouse is a government employee, so he can't travel with me. So the fact was that even though I'll be opting a rented apartment and all that baby expenditure and everything, there was not a scenario that my expenditure in India would be null. Okay, there will be an equal expenditure of my EMIs and my property taxes and everything, maintenance and everything in India. So considering this fact and my current CTC in my current job, I was able, when I calculated that, then I was able to save an equal amount of money. Okay, so hence monetary wise there was no benefit for me going to on-site. It was just an exposure. So hence I have decided that rather than going to on-site, I'll consider a job switch in India. Okay, now the second factor are my personal reasons. As I said that I would be going just with my child. Okay, and since and hence it was not my permanent plan. Like in a couple of years I have decided that I'll be coming back, right? So my scenario is completely different. If you are getting an on-site opportunity, if you are a bachelor, or if you are going to move to your on-site location with your family, right, and you are planning to be there, like settle there, then definitely on-site is an option which one should not ignore at any cost, and one should consider that thing. But my case was entirely different, and hence I have decided, because my child's education, and now as you can see that offices are getting open, then who would take care of my child? And I was not knowing anyone like close relationships, right, who can take care of my child and everything. So I have decided that I would not consider the on-site opportunity and consider a job switch in India. The third factor is not related to me, but I would suggest you certain points to keep in mind. Okay, that is, see, if your on-site is like initiated without like going, like my on-site was initiated by my manager without even knowing. She just asked me that whether you'll be interested, and I said yes. It was not a single time that I went to her and told her no, I want an on-site opportunity. There was a requirement at an on-site location, and hence my on-site was raised for the same. Okay, it's not like every day I have to go to my manager and tell her that please raise my on-site, I want to go, I need an on-site opportunity. Nothing like that. There was seriously a requirement at the on-site location. Okay, so the first factor is you should know that whether there is seriously a requirement at on-site location or not. Okay, the second thing is every like region, okay, every unit, they have the TCS confidential document wherein the designation is mentioned, like for this particular designation the on-site of this is eligible, right? So if it is present that like for XYZ location the least amount of designation should be an associate consultant, then you being a system engineer or you being an IT analyst won't help you, right? I have seen that there are certain like very talented people, their visa and everything was raised, and as soon as they have to fly for their on-site, a promotion was given to them so that their designation thing gets fulfilled and they fly. So this is very true that without having that particular designation you can't fly to that particular on-site location. Your promotions has to be raised, and if your like criteria, your designation criteria is not getting met, correct? So if a manager is like telling you that I'll offer you an on-site, okay, and you just like take back your papers or take back your resignation, then first see that whether your promotions have been raised for that particular designation which is mentioned for XYZ on-site location. Second, is there really a requirement at that on-site location? Because if you see the flow of the visa process getting initiated, it is clearly mentioned that the immigration HR would look for the resource at that particular location first, and if the resource has not been identified, then and resource from the offshore location will be eligible for the visa process to get initiated, so that as an ICT request, the associate can travel from India to the XYZ location, complete the task and come back. So this is the actual policy, actual visa initiation policy. So these factors you have to consider. Many a times what happen is, for that request to be raised, there are certain level of approvals, okay, and it is very well in the hands of higher management, okay. So just to give you hopes that we will send you on site, okay, for that initial level of approvals it will take like 6 months to 8 months, okay, and then it is all in the hands of managers. Okay, in the system you will see that your request has been initiated, but nothing is happening with your request, okay, and you have been stuck, like it's an year and your visa process has been stuck. So this is all the tactics to hold you in the current organization and fulfill your offshore requirements. So these are the factors you should consider if you want to take a decision between on-site and job switch. And if the video really helps you, please give us a thumbs up, and if you like such content, please subscribe to my channel, and I'll bring more useful contents. So thank you for watching the video. Until we meet next time.